Sonara, like any other company, Sonara is now history. Okay, along the years, we have been mentioning Sonara, Sonara, Sonara. Now, the government of Cameroon has abandoned Sonara, like it abandoned the other companies and the other institutions and infrastructures that they met in southern Cameroon. When you see the people of southern Cameroon rise to the task and say, please, this is not fair. Okay, most of what we brought in is no more there. From the airports to the railways to the deep sea port that has been promised. CDC, most of the lands of the CDC is being used for domestic and residential real estates. Okay, most of the infrastructures that we had, the power cam, the PWD, all these are stuff that were there when we joined these people. The Cameroon Bank, okay, the Medino, so many other things that Tico Airport, going back to Bafut Airport or the Bali Airport, the Manfi Airport, these are things that were there. Today, how many of these things are there? How many of these banks, these institutions, these companies that were making Southern Cameroon to be vibrant? But irrespective of that, irrespective of all these companies and all these organizations, all these infrastructures, Southern Cameroon still provide about 60 to 70% of the revenue of both countries, both Cameroon and Southern Cameroon combined. Imagine. So just imagine if, you know, when we look at Southern Cameroon, the way Southern Cameroon is built, only Limbe alone, formerly Victoria, can generate a lot of income because it's a seaside city. Okay, Boya, the Boya mountain that we see there, can generate a lot of income. But the La Republic people have focused a lot on the oil side of things. Oh, they have been focusing on the oil. In CDC, they have been focusing on the rubber. Okay. In other areas, they've been focusing on the cocoa and coffee. But they don't know that the touristic side of things. And that is why instead of them helping the people of Southern Cameroon to maintain what was there, they prefer to abandon them, intentionally abandoning everything that was there. They only maintain things that money can come out from they are maintaining CDC because CDC still produces money. They are maintaining the police school in Mutengene because they still train police there. Okay, it's the National Police Training Center there. They were maintaining Sonara, but finally, what happened? They intentionally burned Sonara. And when the Prime Minister came to Southwest or the Southern Zone as they call it, they presented him this map. He said, no, they cannot go and build anything in Kribi. He said because Kribi doesn't have, or the distance from where they will drain the oil to Kribi is too far. But these are tankers. This this picture you see behind me the is if is the setup of this of what has been. They have done what they call the implantation of the production of this Kribi, another version of Sonara. So what was the Prime Minister saying? Now this is what is going on. The Prime Minister was not even aware of this project because he was arguing people in when he came in Southern Zone, he was arguing in Boya. He said, "No, there is no thing like that. They cannot. How can they say that they're gonna fix Sonara?" That's what he said. But what happened? 1 week after, there was the inauguration of the Kribi Sonara version. The Prime Minister could not say anything. The same thing with the Limbe deep sea port. What happened? The Prime Minister said, no, they have said in the Grand National Dialogue that they are going to reconstruct, they're going to build a deep sea port. It's in the project. What happened? They still take that they went and the amount of money they projected for that Limbe deep sea port was transferred to Kribi. That is how it is. And then our so-called elites, they are seal mouthed. They cannot say anything. They'll be bringing that their CPDM thing there and be shouting Jimabola, Jimabola, the whole place. But they are using them. This is what is happening. And this is just one or two instances. The oil is coming from this same Prime Minister's area. But he say, no, since that they burned Sonara, that they intentionally burned Sonara. Sonara wasn't just fire came from nowhere. No, they intentionally burned Sonara to destroy it. So that they'll transfer the... Now they'll say, okay, since Sonara needs to be repaired, okay, now this is Sonara. This is the plan. Yes. They just did the inauguration of the Kribi plant, oil plant. This is it. So what I want to say is that most of the time, okay, the people of Southern Cameroon have been fighting all along these years for their own freedom, for their right. These are the aspects that we see gradually, our people don't have anything anymore. Everything is being shipped to that side. Even CDC, the headquarters, is in Douala. Why? I don't know. You put headquarters in a place that there's no plants there, but you put headquarters in Douala. So because everything is just being shipped there. The farmers that work here, you see sometimes they don't even pay them. But those boss, the senior people will be shipping the money. Shipping to Douala. That is exploitation. That is marginalization. That is how we have been fighting that this is not fair. But some of our allies who were enjoying I was so surprised to see somebody like Njume Flankrin, who was the one of the top black leg, as they call themselves, black leg. I'm a proud black leg. Today, I saw what he wrote, that that the fight that these Amba fighters have been putting was really just. Because now they are seeing the reason why these Amba fighters were fighting. When we're telling them, this is almost 9 years, that there is nothing you can squeeze from a stone. How do you go and squeeze water from a stone? What can you get? Nothing. So it's better to come out and come on, see what you can do for your own country. Okay? Election is going on there. Do you see us there? No. The leaders, I know there will be a total lockdown so the people of Southern Cameroon should be ready, because this is the last sacrifice we have to sacrifice. There will be a total shutdown, the whole of Southern Cameroon. Yes, because that's the only way we can show our denial, our rejection of any election, while our resources have been squandered, our resources have been shattered, demolished. Nothing is happening. All our resources have been sent to Yaoundé, feeding the whole of Cameroon. But our own people are suffering. And you say we should not stand up. We should just sit quiet while they are eating. That's what you're saying. Because what we are seeing is exploitation, right? And you say, no, the people of Southern Cameroon should just sit. Oh, they are terrorists. Oh, they are this. Is this terrorism? That they'll carry, instead of repairing Sonara, they carry it to Kribi. Is this terrorism? So think about it.